Denny Hamlin just finished 5th at Phoenix, his best run all year, and instead of celebrating, he went on a truth-telling spree that has the whole NASCAR world talking. So here is what happened. Hamlin drove his number 11 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota in the Straight Talk Wireless 500 at Phoenix Raceway on Sunday. He finished 5th. That might sound decent, and it was his first top 5 through 4 races this season. He ran inside the top group for most of the 312 laps and picked up stage points, finishing 5th in Stage 1 and 2nd in Stage 2 behind his teammate Christopher Bell. But when the race was over, Hamlin did not sugarcoat anything. He was asked how his day went, and his answer was simple and honest. "Not enough," Hamlin said. "That's a good overall summary. We just didn't have the it that we needed. I felt like I was always just a little behind the 20 and the 12. I thought we were kind of the next tier of cars, but we didn't have anything more than that." The 20 he is talking about is Christopher Bell, and the 12 is Ryan Blaney. Both were fast all day, and it was Blaney who made the big move. With 9 laps left, he passed Ty Gibbs and took control. He led 28 laps and won by less than half a second over Bell. Larson came home 3rd, Gibbs 4th, and Hamlin 5th. It was Blaney's first win of 2026, and the first time someone other than Tyler Reddick won a race this year. Hamlin also talked about pit road problems. When they had good track position, pit road let them down. When stuck in the middle, pit road went smooth. "Bad timing. We had some issues when we did have track position," Hamlin explained. "We didn't have a great day on pit road. But those are the ebbs and flows. We've just got to work on it and get a little better for sure." He said the car was about what he expected. They improved about 3 to 4 spots overnight, but needed a much bigger jump. "We were going to need a big chunk overnight to be a race-winning car," Hamlin said, "and we just didn't have enough tools in the toolbox to adjust that much." Now here is where things get interesting. The Phoenix race had 12 cautions. A lot came from tire problems, especially in Stage 2. People started pointing fingers at Goodyear. But Hamlin said, "Hold on, this is not Goodyear's fault." He put the blame right on the teams. See, Goodyear gives every team a set of recommended tire pressures before each race. For Phoenix, it was 14 psi in the left front, 30 in the right front, 14 in the left rear, and 26 in the right rear. But teams lower the pressure, especially on the right side, because it gives them better grip and more speed. The catch is, the lower you go, the bigger the chance the tire fails. Hamlin explained exactly how this plays out. "It's the teams. We're just pushing it," he said. "We certainly know that the lower the air pressure, the faster you're going to be in the long run. These teams just keep pushing it. They get somewhat comfortable in practice. They run the first run of the race, see where things are, then all of a sudden they're like, all right, well, let me take another 1/10 or 2 out of the tire." And that is exactly why there were no tire issues in Stage 1, but a bunch of them in Stage 2. Teams got greedy and pushed too far. Multiple cars pitted during the same caution because of tire problems. But Hamlin still praised Goodyear, saying they brought a great tire that lets the driver and team control their own race. The catch is, it will always be a gamble. Despite the cautions, Hamlin said the racing was still great. "I thought the racing was great. Overall, there were just a lot of cautions because of restarts and guys getting into each other. That's just part of it." Former crew chief Steve Letarte agreed with Hamlin and cleared Goodyear of blame too, but he understands why teams take the risk. His fix? Give teams more tires. Right now, they get 8 sets per race. Letarte thinks that should go up to 10. Now let us talk about something Hamlin is genuinely excited about: the horsepower increase. For 2026, NASCAR bumped power from 670 to 750 horsepower for road courses and tracks shorter than 1.5 miles. Phoenix was the first short track of the year, so this was the real debut of that extra power. Hamlin loved it. On his podcast, Actions Detrimental, he said he could feel the difference big time. He was impressed by how much easier it was to pass, even inside the top 5. "I felt within my view that there was passing going on inside the top 5, Hamlin said. And that's really hard at that racetrack. Remember, the whole reason we're moving away from Phoenix is the championship races. The racing is stale there. It's not very good. I thought from what I could see, there were comers and goers." His teammate Bell felt the same. Bell had a monster day, led 176 laps, won, stage 2, finished second. It just really puts it in the driver's hands and the team's hands, Bell said. You saw Blaney make it back up through there after his mishap. The cream is able to rise to the top. So, horsepower is definitely a lot better. Bell even said he wants NASCAR to keep pushing the power higher. But Hamlin was not done. He also had strong words about the Circuit of the Americas, known as COTA. When asked if there were unspoken rules going into Turn 1, Hamlin was blunt. He said he does not think any exist. Everyone just tries to put their car in the best spot for themselves, and he admitted he does it too. The problem is the damage it causes. There's collateral damage that goes on way out on the right side of you that you never see, Hamlin said. And so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. He called Turn 1 at COTA a place of lawlessness with fewer consequences than any other corner on the schedule. Last year, Chase Elliott got spun by Ross Chastain right there, and it ruined his whole race despite qualifying third. And then there is the biggest issue Hamlin has been pushing all season: fuel saving at superspeedways. At the Daytona 500, Reddick won for 2311 Racing, the team Hamlin co-owns with Michael Jordan. But most of the final stage was a slow parade. Toyota drivers Bell, Wallace, and Corey Heim got out front and ran at half throttle to save fuel. Nobody was really racing. Hamlin explained that the next-gen car is the root of this problem. The cars have too much drag and one of the biggest spoilers in NASCAR history. They are so planted on the track that nobody can break away. So, the only way to gain an advantage is to save fuel and spend less time on pit road. His fix? He and Dale Earnhardt Jr. came up with a plan: reduce the rear spoiler, increase speeds, and make handling matter again. That would spread the field out and bring back real racing. To test it, Hamlin wants to move the Clash back to Daytona and use it as an experiment. Let a few of us come up with a package that we think you won't see any fuel saving, Hamlin said. You're just going to see people hanging on. That would be the only fix. NASCAR has not shut the idea down. Before Daytona, NASCAR executive Elton Sawyer admitted the governing body is torn on fuel saving. And veteran insider Kenny Wallace pitched his own idea: a mandatory late-race pit stop where everyone fills up and then races flat out to the end. As for the power rankings, Hamlin came in at number 9 after Phoenix. Reddick still leads the points by 60. Blaney is ranked 2nd. Bell is 3rd. Bubba Wallace sits 4th with an average finish of 8.75 this season. Chase Elliott is 5th. Shane Van Gisbergen is 6th and getting better on ovals every week. Ty Gibbs is 7th with back-to-back 4th-place finishes. Larson is 8th, and Logano rounds out the top 10 despite a DNF after starting on the pole. Hamlin sits 12th in the actual Cup Series standings after 4 races.